Okay. Hello. Wait. Hello. It is I, the great CroissantLore. Welcome to my channel if you haven't seen it before. I never actually did a welcome before. Well, whatever. Anyways, supposedly this is the 4th episode of Limbus Company. And we are now getting into Rodian's Kanto. So let me just collect everything. Okay. I have nothing to really do, right? Oh, hi Arcorp, Honglu. And then we have a Lantern Sinclair, and then we have a normal stuff. What's it called? Drive. Luxcavation? Wait, Luxcavation? What is Luxcavation? Okay, so let's get into Kanto 2, The Unloving. Let's go Casino. Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it!
Oh hey, the bus is now red instead of like gray. Okay, the bus wasn't all that lively. I could hear Rodia's occasional quips or Heathcliff starting pointless quarrels with someone, probably Don Quixote or Sinclair, and real shoes demanding a source of heat to light her cigarette, having running out of lighter fluid. Amidst the gripes and disorder, Grigor was pretty much the only sinner I could rely on to willingly turn the mood around. But now, he was one of the quietest. He was just staring out through the window, seemingly lost in deep thoughts. Julius. One thing was for sure. If anyone were to blame for trashing the mood on the bus, it'd be Virgilius. The road to the Golden Bow was an awfully arduous one, putting us on the brink of death, and some past that several times, not to mention the occasions when we almost ended up unemployed. Yet Virgilius refused to see from our perspective. Given the circumstances, it's only natural for our sinners to be palpably disgruntled. Tired of the silent treatment, Ishmael spoke up. So the person who speaks first is Ishmael inside this kanto.
이제 다음 장소는 어디인지 정도는 말해줘야
Couldn't
되는
you
거
tell me
아닌가요?
where our next destination is now, at least? Oh, sorry about that. I was wondering whether briefing the mission to you miscreants would be worth the effort.
나 서운해지려고 해.
You're hurting me with your
기대에
cold
못 미치는
shoulder.
자식일수록
Don't you
더
know
품어야
that
된다는
kids
건 몰라.
falling behind need more love? And let me plead you not to embarrass me this time. I sure don't want to look like a teacher taking a bunch of grade schoolers out for a picnic. I have high hopes for you in particular, Rodian. You might just make a good guide for this tour. Virgilius is smiling?
내가 대단하다는 건 알고
I know I'm a
있지만
big deal,
모르는
but I
곳까지
don't think I can
가이드하기에는
be a guide for a place I don't know. No worries. We're heading to a location you should be more than familiar with. A nest of hedonism where you can drown in money or be drained of everything you have. J-Corps. Okay. Great. Even Rodia has gone quiet now. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad to win big while we're at it. Boy, someone wake me up when we're there. Coincidentally, the bus will be unable to take you right to the branch building this time, dear passenger. Chiron, park it.
가론?
Charon?
정차가 뭐야?
What's park?
멈추란 뜻이다.
It means stop.
멈추는 건 빨간색.
Stops are red. Red tastes
카론이
bad to
마주치면
Charon.
빨간색.
Grumbling, Charon hit the brakes without warning, sending most of the sinners flying face first into the seats ahead and flinging others off theirs. I was, of course, powerless against the inertia. A cacophony of complaints and shouts erupted. Although I didn't get to hear the sinners' ramblings in clear detail, I'm willing to bet a good half of them were profanities, so maybe I'm better off not knowing.
힘이 넘치는 건 좋군.
Good to see you all full of energy. Now, out.
목적지까지는 한참 남았던데.
Hongdu, when are you gonna get your contact?
택시를 불러줄 건가요?
The destination still seems rather far. Will you call a taxi for us? Oh my god, such a rich boy.
파우스트 씨가 자세히
As
설명해
Miss Frost
주겠지만
will explain in
이번엔
detail,
지난번 임무와는
I
많은
can't read.
차이가 있을
this
겁니다.
mission is
Dante.
going to be quite different from our last, Dante.
왜냐하면 이번엔
This is because the
황금아지를
location of the
탐해야 할
Golden
곳은
Bow
카지노에
is in the underground of a casino. Let's go gambling.
설마
Do you mean to tell us that it's among the brightly lit buildings standing at the center of that street?
그래.
That's right.
저것들 중
It's
하나다.
one of those. Let's go gambling.
지난번 잠입했던
The
그
lobotomy
지구는
branch facility when
오랫동안
we
방치된
infiltrated
곳이었죠.
last time was one that had been neglected for quite a while.
그럼 그게
So you
특수한
mean that
경우였다는 뜻인가요?
that was the exception? Oh fuck, I voice acted Sinclair. Oh,
이렇게 보면 머리를 굴릴 줄 아는 직원이
Okay.
없는 것도
Whatever.
아닌데
it's not that bad.
이전 작전은 왜 그렇게 무참하게 망쳤을까?
Yeah, that's kind of bad. Okay. See, it's times like these that remind me our team doesn't necessarily lack critical thinkers. It really does make me wonder how you managed to blunder your previous mission even more. The Golden Bow is a potent energy source, holding the essence of many technological marvels. Such founts of energy will attract flows of wealthy people, and in no time, a whole civilization is built on top of it.
그렇기에
Therefore, it's likely that the future destinations will have been occupied by other factions and their structures,
또한
which in turn indicates that we should be prepared to visit a wide variety of venues in addition to this casino. It also means that your first mission was a relatively easy one, yet you somehow snatched defeat from the wide open maws of success. Honestly, that's a great figurative language. Does he usually hold grudges that long?
모르지.
Don't ask me.
단테나 우리나 봤던
We
기간은
haven't
별반
known
차이가
him
없으니까.
much longer than you have.
뭐라 그랬지?
What did he
림버스
say again?
컴퍼니에 입사한 걸
Something like,
환영한다.
"Welcome to
나는
Limbus
만나자.
Company.
베르기니우스
I'm your guide,
가야지."
Virgilius,"
라면서?
and all that.
방금 되게 잘 따라하지
Pretty good
않았어?
impression, wasn't it?
그러고 보니
You got his authoritative tone down to the T.
입사하자마자
I'll
퇴직원을
give
해도
you
되는지
that.
물어볼 뻔했다니까.
I had to hold myself back from asking if I could resign right after joining. I get the feeling the rest of you thought the same.
무슨 소리요? 그것은 역사적인 날이었지. 특색 해결사 붉은 시선의 부름을 받는다는 건 정말이지 영광스러운.
Okay, yeah. Let Don Quixote speak. Nonsense! 'Twas a day to go down in history, beckoned by the red gaze himself. Truly, there is no honor greater than the color addressing your...
그래도 한 명 정도는 팬이
I guess he
있었나 봐.
does have a fan after all.
그러게나
True
말이야.
that. With their spirits lifted, Rhodia and Gregor began to chuckle.
다들 말이
That's
필요
more
이상으로
talking than
많군.
necessary. I really do not wish for
세
there
번째
to be
규칙을
impetus
만들고 싶게
behind the
하진
third rule
않았으면
for this bus
좋겠는데.
ride.
아, 그
Come on,
직원들끼리 상사
give the
입증할 수
employees
있지.
some room to
되게
badmouth their
째째하네.
boss. You're being totally petty.
다음엔 째째한 내가
Next time,
듣지 못하는
do it out
곳에서
of earshot.
해줬으면 난 보기보다
I'm more fragile
상처를
than it
잘
looks, you see.
받거든.
I don't know, bro. I don't think you're a glass cannon character.
다들 이만 하차하자.
Right. It's time to get up
이번엔
and at it.
부디
I sure hope you come
방금가지를
back with a
든 채로
golden bow in your
만나게 되면
hands this
좋겠군.
time.
이번에도 실패하면
And if we
어떡할
bugger
건데?
it twice,
혹시 모르지.
who knows? Charon might
가만히
suddenly
갑자기
forget
개폐
what button to
버튼을
press to open the door for
문이
you.
안 열리게 된다던가.
버튼
Button
빨간색
red, your
맛없는
color.
색이야.
이것은 미친놈.
You're one deaf bloke.
네, 뭐
UITGAAN. Hold up. Yeah, I can't translate it. I can't.
네모.
And that
그
means
뭔데?
내리자 뭐 저리
shorthand for
이라지 뜻이다.
useless idiotic travelers go and abscond now. Heathcliff glared at Rochu, insults welling up in his throat, only to then expel a loud sigh. He resigned uncharacteristically, as if he came to the realization that killing her wouldn't solve anything. Sadly, Heathcliff could not go into a murder rampage. Sadly. Are we gonna start gambling now? Like, so I know that this is the canto that we get into the casino, and we Rhodian, yeah, I don't know.
계획을 설명드리죠.
Allow me to give a rundown of the plan.
황금가지에 도달하기
Our
위해서
primary objective
최우선이 되어야
is to
할 건
infiltrate the casino
전원
unsuspected.
카지노 무사
It will
잠입입니다.
be critical for the successful recovery of the golden bow.
저희가 알아낸 정보에
According to the information we've
총 3개가
acquired,
존재해요.
the casino has three entrances.
일반 손님들이
One
출입하는
for ordinary visitors,
VIP들만
one
이용
reserved for
가능한
VIPs,
전용
and lastly, the back door used by
직원들이
employees.
이용하는 뒷문.
I suppose we're going in by employees, right?
저희는 각 입구에
We'll
한
split into
개씩
3 groups of 4 sinners to
명은
cover
카지노
each
딜러,
entrance.
4명은 일반
entrance.
손님,
4 of us will disguise as croupiers,
흩어져서
4 will
출입을 할
pose
겁니다.
as guests, and 4 will play the role of VIPs.
확실히
Working in
집단으로
smaller
다닐수록
groups will
눈에
certainly
띄지.
draw less attention.
무리 짓는 것보다
It is wiser to
흩어지는 것이
divide
좋다.
rather than unite.
누가 어떤 역할을
I don't
맡을지는
know, bro.
나눠드린 봉투를 열어서
Anyways, open
확인하세요.
the envelopes I gave out to confirm the role you've been assigned.
그리고 이번 작전에서
Also, the higher-ups
황금가지
expressed
탈환이
concern
실패할
over our performance.
앞으로의 계획에
They stressed that the
차질이
company's
생길
future
윗선 우려가
plans
있었어요.
hinge on whether we can retrieve the golden bow through this operation.
그래서 이번엔 합동
Therefore,
작전으로 갑니다.
we will collaborate on a joint operation. That rhymes. Joint operation.
보다 전문적이고 노련한
Our
애들을
partner
위해서
is a special forces
Limbus
unit
company
consisting of
특수부대.
professionals and veterans.
지금은
I believe they are now
클리어
monikered
부서로
the
불리던 거야.
LCC, short for
잠입
Limbus Company
작전에서만큼은
Clearance Department.
저희보다 우수하다고 말할 수 있을
Limbus
겁니다.
Company Clearance LCC Department. It should be LCCD. Okay. Rest assured that they are our betters, at least in espionage operations.
이미 이 정도로도
I thought 12 people was already a crowd.
숫자가 중요한 게 아니라는
Guess someone
사실을 드디어
finally
깨달았다.
realized that more isn't always the merrier.
우와, 다른 부서를 보는 건
Wowzer!
처음이에요.
I haven't met
어디
staff from
계시나요?
the other teams before. Just where could they be? Honglu was just such a. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Honglu. He's just Honglu. Honglu looked around, expecting Foss to bring them forward for introductions any second. Needless to say, no one showed up like he expected.
우린 전당포로
We'll be heading
갑니다.
to the pawn shop. We're at Pawn Avenue.
요새도 그런
Is
가게가
pawning
있나?
still a thing these days?
이곳은 전당포의
We're in the
거리라고도
so-called
불리는
Pawnbrokers Avenue.
대부분의 가게가
Most businesses
전당포를
double as
겸하고
pawn
있어요.
shops here.
저 가게가 합류 지점이에요.
That place is our
들어가자.
rendezvous. Let's head inside. Status effects pulled. Oh hey, more hoodlums. Weak. Okay, it's been a long time. So this is a chain one. Oh wait, what's that music? Oh, there's some nice music. Okay, let me actually get into this because like I'm vibing to music. So as I've been gone, yeah, I wasn't really doing anything. I'm kind of just thinking and playing games, and I've gotten into Forsaken, even though I already made a video on that. But like, still, I got into it. So yeah. And Brilliant is really battering her opponents just like usual. And I feel sorry for you, bro. You're about to die. You're about to get hit by weight of knowledge. Illuminate Vacuity. Warm up. And then all out war. Oh my god, you're about to die. Okay, Don Quixote wins. Dang! Okay, that's a level 16 Don Quixote though.
그 너무 우르르 들어오는 거 아니요? 가뜩이나 좁아 터진 가게구만.
You look really weird. Like, why do you have your hands clasped like that? Like you look like you're about to do something devious. Like you're gonna. Like, what are you planning? Like, look at your hands. Open your hands. Okay, whatever. Ain't you too many visitors at once? This shop's cramped as it is.
그럼 불어볼 거요?
Y'all
아니면
prefer
나한테
your
물어볼
luck
거요?
of the draw from trumps or mahjong? Mahjong. As we entered the shop, we were met with the gruff greeting of an old pawnbroker.
저게 뭐라는 거냐?
What's that blighter on about? Am I the only one here who reads up on Nest J? Virgilius gave us a pamphlet to peruse before he left.
뭐 표지 정도.
Well, I think I remember glancing at the cover. Yeah, I would pretty much not read that shit too. I mean, if we're in battle,
이곳에서는 그날
here,
하루의 운에
you'll get
따라서
loaned
받을 수
a
있는
different amount
지불금도
depending on
달라져.
your fortune for the day.
대복이면 값을 더 치러주겠지만
If you draw a
힘이
great boon,
가까워질수록
you'll get
본전도
extra
못
cash.
건지게 되는 거죠.
Cash. While misfortune means far less than what the pawn is worth.
아,
Aw,
그러고 보니
that reminds
우리
me
집은
how
아예 점을 보는
our family
사람들을
had hired
정식으로
dedicated
고용하기도
fortune
했어요.
tellers. Rich boy.
집을 나오기 직전에
They drew a
받던
great
전에
boon.
대복을
They drew a
뽑았는데
greater boon for
이렇게 다
me
같이
in the
만날
divination
운명을
they performed
암시한
before I
거였나
left.
봐요.
That must have been a sign that I would join all of you wonderful people on our journey. Aw.
와, 유복한 집에서 신선 노름이나 해왔던 게 당신의 운명이라니.
Okay.
저도
Wow.
다음에는 그런 운명으로
Really,
태어나길
so indulging
기도해야겠네요.
in lofty leisure on your grand estate was a fated life. Maybe I should pray that I'm born rich if there's a next time.
난 사양이야.
I'm good.
저런 놈들의
It's well-off folks
알고
like
보면
him
더
that tend to
더럽게
play
노는
dirty.
놈이거든.
I don't know, bro.
그럴
might be
수도
right.
있겠네요.
I
저도
didn't like
어렸을
to get along
때부터
with my younger
제
sibling
동생하고는
in
같이
childhood,
놀기 싫었던 것
always
같아요.
trying to cheat and grouch if
맨날
things
반칙을
didn't go as
쓰면서
he desired.
심술을 부렸거든요. 아니 내가 말하는
No,
건 그런 뜻이
that's
아니고.
not what I was getting at.
다들 점볼 거요.
So you want to get your fortune or not?
그런데
Forget about
이왕
that.
저당 잡을 걸 가지고
Do you
있긴
people even
한 거요?
have anything to
다들
pawn?
색이?
I'm not seeing any wealth on you. The pawnbroker glanced over each sinner with a dubious look until his eyes landed on me. Oh,
저
that
시계머리는
clockhead might be
값이
worth a
되긴
good sum.
하겠군.
얼마로 예상하는데
How much do you think they'll sell it for? Old pal. Rhodia, I'm not for sale. Sell me!
연락 받으셨을지 모르겠지만 저희는 림버스 컴퍼니
As you were
소속
likely contacted in advance, we are from Limbus company, and Unfortunately, neither the sinners nor the pawnbroker were paying any attention to Faust's words.
아, 이 손수건은 집 나올
Oh,
때 가져왔던
I
건데요.
did bring this handkerchief with me when I left home. Oh, the dragon embroidered on silk.
바늘땀이
That's a meticulous
꼼꼼한데
handwork,
이 정도면
needlework, which might net,
700만
let's see,
원?
7 million? Huh?
그깟 천조각이
A
그렇게
crummy
비싸다고?
piece of cloth is worth
네
that much?
썩어버린 거 아니야,
Have your
영감?
eyes run it out, old geezer?
뭐? 이런 고급품을
What?
못 알아봐.
You don't recognize the value of this quality?
그런 고물
Ugh,
반지를 끼고 있으면
now I see. You're wearing a shabby ring like it's true treasure. Tisk tisk.
뭐라고 했냐?
What did you just say?
잠깐 비켜봐. 야, 야.
Hold up. I heard the.
시끄러. 단테.
Jeez, cut it out, Dante. Please shut them up.
걱정했잖아요, 파우스트.
You had us worried, Faust. Amidst the chaos, a most gentle voice softly landed on my ears. Hold up, let me think. Who could this be? It could be a sinner, but I don't think so. Like, then there would be like a dialogue person, but I don't know anybody from the Canto 2. So I think it's
시간은 4시였는데 15분이나 지나버려서 당신이 시계 보는 법을 까먹었을 리는 없을 테고요. 그렇죠?
I love Limbus company. Okay. We were meant to meet each other at 4, but 15 minutes have passed already. Surely you couldn't have forgotten how to read a clock, right?
네.
Certainly
스스로
not.
운전한 건
There was
제가
little I could
아니니까요.
do to alter the driver of the bus.
아하.
Oh,
그래서
that's a
이런
man.
시계 인간까지 데리고 다니는 거야?
That was a woman.
알람 기능까지는 없었나 보네.
He kind of reflects the Library of Arena look. And now I just realized that, like, why is it that Lobotomy Corporation, LOR, and Limbus Company all start with the letter L? Well, like, Lobotomy Corporation is literally Lobotomy Corporation. Limbus Company is a branch of Lobotomy Corporation, and LOR, I mean, it gives reference to Lobotomy Corporation with its anomalies and stuff. But anyways, so you're taking a clock person with you to help with the time. I suppose they didn't come with an alarm. The gentle voice was soon followed by one that didn't even attempt to hide their disdain. Come on, that's a little harsh. Let's try to leave better first impressions. I know my voice won't be heard by anyone other than the sinners, but I still can't help but get upset at the rude remarks.
너야?
So it was you. You guys are the team that botched the golden bow retrieval last time?
도시에서
Folks
손꼽힌다는
had high
천재가 속한
expectations for your
팀이라길래
team.
주위에서
What with some
기대가
of this?
많았는데
What with some of the smartest people in the city being on it? Faust.
어쩐지
No
파우스트
wonder
씨 표정이 계속
Miss
안 좋아
Faust wasn't
보이던데.
looking very pleased.
제 표정은 항상
My
동일했어요.
face has remained constant.
야, 너
Hey,
가만히 있어?
what are you standing around
얘도
for?
나름 두뇌
Go on now.
무시하지
This
말라고.
fella here is also the brainy sort. Don't brush him off. He gave Yi Song a sideways glance, but what he got in response was lukewarm.
그저 무의미한
I shall not, as that would be a hollow vaunt.
너 지하에서만
But
해도
you were a lot more
많지 않아?
talkative down in
왜
that
갑자기 또
basement.
이상해진 거야?
Who are you, and what did he do with Yi Song? I am, and I have always been whom I match in the mirror. The most hard part about Limbus Company is learning how to read. You
됐다.
forget it.
저 첫 번째 임무는
Our first mission was devised with failure in mind.
각자의 잠재력을
We needed an
확인하는
opportunity
시간이
to see what
필요했습니다.
potential our sinners held.
그랬던 거였어?
Wait, it was? Shut up.
처음부터
A
목표가
plan
실패인
whose purpose is to
작전이라니
fail, that
작전이라고
could
부르기도
hardly
못하고
qualify as a proposal.
베르길리우스님은
By the way,
어디 갔죠?
where's Virgilius?
전 그분
I
얼굴이라도
agreed to
볼 수
assist
있을까
with the
싶어서
operation mainly
작전에
for a chance to
합류하겠다고
get
한
to see him.
건데요.
그분도 쪽팔렸겠지.
He must have been embarrassed. Imagine
이런
accompanying
같이
people like
다닌다고
these.
그 자식.
Is that why he dropped
멀찌감치
us
내려준 거였나?
so
네가
far away from the
쪽팔려서?
place? Because he was so ashamed of us? Doesn't anyone have a thing to say about us being belittled?
그리고
And won't
자기소개라도
all the
해야
boasting and
잘난
bluffing
척이든
not do
허세든
much
의미
if we don't
있어진다는 거
introduce
몰라요?
ourselves first?
이번에 합동
These
작전을
two will
하게
be our
될 분들이에요.
cooperators for this mission. They're
림버스
from
컴퍼니
the
클리어부서
Limbus Company Clearance
ACC에서
Department,
오셨습니다.
also known as the LCC.
비포팀까지 붙여주시죠.
Saude.
아,
Okay,
전
the
소드고
before team of
이
clearance,
사람은
please.
에피랍니다.
I'm Saude, and this here is Effie.
뭐 우리가 박수라도 쳐줘야 되는
What are we supposed to clap or something?
우와 반가워요.
Wonderful, it's a pleasure. Hongdu was the only person on the team welcoming them with total sincerity. He almost even gave a standing ovation. Oh, hey, what was it called? Happy story, right? A good half of the rest stared at the two with cold eyes, and the others wary, until introductions were finished. Hongdu, my baby boy.
검을 잔뜩 휘둘러 버렸네. 이 정도로 상쾌하고 개운한 기분이면 그 고리타분한 이야기도 웃으며 들을 수 있겠지.
You see, Don Quixote is my best employee. The best employee. Okay, a flawless plan. So there's 19 states.
Don Quixote, my glorious golden knight with shining armor, bless me with your lance. Impale Heathcliff with your giant spear of justice.
자, 이번 작전입니다. 저희가 숟가락으로 떠먹여 줄 테니까
I have to yawn.
그냥 입을 벌려서 골고루 씹기만 하면 된답니다.
Now, for this mission, we'll basically spoon feed you everything. All we have to do is open wide and chew up for your simple task.
여기 봉투에 든
Check the
문서를
documents in this
확인하시고
envelope
거기에
and do
적혀 있는
exactly,
대로
precisely as the papers say. The way Saude dragged out that vowel needled me a bit, but I decided not to argue. Even if I did, the ticking of a clock would be all she'd hear.
뭐야?
There's not a lot joining together in this joint operation, is there? You're just telling us to follow from behind.
자존심 상하네.
This is insulting.
이것들이 누구
Are they taking us for lovers or what?
관리자님, 이거 그대로 두고
Look,
가.
manager, we've got to put our foot down and
두고 가.
do as they say, I guess. What could make Ishmael so confused?
얘네들이 준 문서요.
The documents they gave us, they're flawless.
이것 봐요.
Look at this.
정성까지
It has
전부
routes
들어있어요.
drawn out and everything.
이렇게
It's been
깔끔하고
ages
체계적으로 쓰여 있는
since
문서는
it's all
정말 오랜만에
planned
보는
this clear and meticulous. I hate the fact that I'm slightly spoiled on Limbus Company.
확실히.
Surely.
작전 계획을
This is
써봤다는
certainly
티가 나는 거야.
indicative of their knowledge in writing up proper plans of operation.
물론
This isn't to say that it holds a candle to the level of forethought you display, manager. Thank you, Aldous. You are a scholar and a gentlewoman. Convinced by Ishmael's commendation, I opened the envelope and carefully read the rundown of the operation. The goal could be summarized as the following. Reach the top floor of the casino. The main reason behind organizing this plan was the first place prize for the table game to be held today. According to the papers, winning the competition held on the top floor of the casino is the only way to gain access to the area with the golden bow. 4 syndicates that jointly bid on the casino will be playing in this game of chance. Of the 4, we will be using the name of the infamous TingTanger gang. That is the dumbest name I ever heard in my life.
이름이 조직의 성격까지 대변해주진
A
않아요.
name doesn't necessarily reflect the nature of an organization. That's a shallow prejudice. It is unideal for one to choose to see things through the tinted lens that is biased. Right. Back to the plan. We'll disguise as the boss of the TingTanger gang and win that game of chance. Afterwards, we have to go to the underground floors where the golden bow lies. Leading up to the game, we'll use the items and clothing we can find in pawn shops disguised as our given roles, enter the casino, and wait for the team on the top floor to win the game. That's about it for the outline of this plan, I think. Hey, wait a second. Won't this entire thing fall apart if our player doesn't win?
혹시나 할 때를
We've
대비해서
prepared fake
위조
identification as
신분증까지
well.
준비해놨답니다.
It's just in case the casino security runs random inspections on visitors. Alright, that's all fine and dandy, but how do you plan to win once you're at the top floor? What do you think our outfits are for? We practice for months to pass off as bona fide troopers. We'll give you good luck. The game is in your bag, and all you need is a pair of functioning eyes. Effie mumbled the last part to himself again, while casting a sidelong scowl at our group. He's making it painfully obvious he has no faith in us. Wow. And how are we going to take the place of the TingTanger gang's boss?
카지노에서 제공되는
We'll put sedatives in the food service at the casino. We've already finished negotiating the details with the head chef. Sedatives. Saude and Effie winked at each other. It was a gesture demonstrating that the two were ideal partners, able to tell each other's thoughts just from exchanging glances.
사장님,
Hey, dear pawnbroker, we'll be taking a look at the goods on showcase from here to there. Yes? Oh, no, yeah, sure, of course. Please take your time, ma'am. The pawnbroker's attitude took a sharp turn from disdainful to kowtower. Now then, let's take what we need from the display. Oh my, this is a Gupcha designer brooch, isn't it? Yeah, what discerning eyes you have there, sir. This beaut is the mainstay of our shop's catalog. Only 10 of those were ever made, so its worth is positively My dog used to have one of these on his collar whenever we took it out for walkies. It's so nice to see something that brings back pleasant memories. Rich boy. Yeah, I can see the shock on your face. I can see the shock etched on your face right now. I'm down for these cowhide gloves. Whoever had them must have been a fashionista. Please take items that suit what please take items that suit what's written in the envelopes. You have roles to play. Pardon, but the envelope I have received says janitor. This must be an error of some sort. Yeah, give Don Quixote the lead role inside this, because like Don Quixote is reliable, trustable. Did I say reliable? She's very strong. She's very gallant. She's very justice oriented. She is very Don Quixote like, just like inside the story. Okay, It's good and all,
돈은
but
어떻게 지불할 작전?
do you have the money to pay for all of this? Worrying about spendings? Who do you think we are? Some low-ranked hirelings? There's nothing I can't afford using this black card.
단테,
Dante,
어떻게 된 거야?
what's this about? You told me we can't have prime beef because we don't have the budget.
수준 이상의 성과를
So the
보이는
rumors were
부서에게
true that teams with
회사에서
notable
한돈을
performance are
카드를
given a
주는
company
순간
card
사실이었군요.
with no spending limit. Well, everyone was shocked by the proven existence of the fabled black card. A loud voice came from outside.
어이 할배.
Rustic
오늘까지
sounding
자릿세 내야 한다는 거 나만 아는 사실이었어?
Bro, why is he called a TingTanger? That's such a dumb name. Rustic sounding TingTanger? That's stupid. That's a stupid name. Why did you agree to this? Like, you went into the gang trying to become a member of the TingTang gang, and then you hear from the boss that you are now, and then he says you are now an honorary TingTanger. Like, that's such a stupid name. You must have looked at him with strange eyes and looked at him and thought, bro, what is this stupid name? Just give me the name of a gangster, like TingTang Gangster, not like TingTanger. That's a stupid name. How will anybody be intimidated by that? And now we're literally classifying you as rustic sounding TingTangers. Look at you, and you're happy about it. Look at you, that smirk on your face. Do you seriously think that your name is cool? Like, you don't even have a real name. Your name is literally rustic sounding TingTanger. Oh my goodness, you're so pathetic. And now you're gonna die at the hands of my Don Quixote. Okay, let's get into the actual speech. Oi, daughter, didn't I say your payment was due today? Someone who clearly belongs to a vicious syndicate entered the pawn shop. Please, give me one more chance. I swear I'll have the money ready. One more? Can't you do basic math? You said the same thing last time. Boss won't like me wasting precious time teaching you kindergarten. You hear? I'm just a frail old man standing on daughtery feet. There's really nothing you'll get out of me shaking me down. Pleading with an overly loud voice, the pawnbroker looked at us. Eh? You're talking back now? Yeah, go on then. Get mad. I won't feel so guilty that way. In a way, it looked like he was covertly begging us to help him, based on his expression. The sinner's attention was naturally drawn to the ongoing row. What are you looking at? Think I'm playing?
와, 진짜
Gee,
전형적인
that was
대사라서
so
대꾸하고 싶지가
stereotypical.
않았어요.
I didn't even get an urge to
창의적인 시비를
reply.
걸 순 없는
Can
걸까요?
some people be more creative about throwing taunts? Honestly, Ishmael, like, maybe let me voice like that. Like, let me think. Let me voice like that. Let me give you a better taunt. Boy, what are you looking at? You dumb minstrels. You guys don't look the parts here, and you certainly don't seem to be able to handle my wrath. Oh, that sounds even more stereotypical. Oh god. Whatever.
저희가
Shouldn't we
도와줘야 하는 거
help out? Maybe. Oh my god, it worked out again. You know what? I'm repealing the national document that states that I'm repealing the national document known as the Sinclair Defying Act of 1924. I'm repealing that act to say that you can now voice act Sinclair. CroissantLore. Unlike Ishmael, who scoffed at the goon, Sinclair anxiously glanced over.
어쩔 수 없답니다.
We have no choice.
뒷골목은 뒷골목
The back
나름대로의
streets have their
규율이
own rules and
존재하고
order. We aren't the
그것들이
ones to
얼핏
disturb
엮여서
that
돌아가는
complex web
구조니까요.
of their society.
우리 같은 외지인들이
Outsiders like us will
개입을
only
하면
cause a bigger
눈을
scene if we
뿐이에요.
try to step in. Pleased by the sinners choosing to stay away, the goon continued with the extortion. If you ain't got the money, why don't you pay your dues in that instead? We keep telling ya.
그것만은 안 돼.
Anything but that. Please. Is it really okay to leave them be? Shall I settle this dispute for them so it does not bother you, manager?
그런데
What does that toughster mean by that, anyway?
이곳엔
A currency more valuable than money exists in this district.
제2사의 특이점
It's well known that J-Corp Singularity is a powerful security technology capable of blocking anything.
하지만 그런 보안 기술이
What is
생겨난
less known, however, is the extensive cultural and historical background of the backstreets of NSJ that lead to the Singularity's creation.
역사?
History?
너 지금
Are you seriously about to lecture us here and now? I was never told anything about any mandatory education when I joined this company. In spite of the opposition, Foss went on with her explanation.
이곳에선
Here,
사람들의 소망력을
a technology
추천할 수
exists to
있는
extract
사용되고
wish
있어요.
power from people.
특이점으로
Though
사용되기
it's not widely known
떨어져서
outside this district,
대중적으로
since it didn't
알려지진 않았죠.
quite have the generality to be recognized as a singularity.
야, 파우스트.
Gee wee, boss. Must be tiring having to teach these dunces in ways that they can get it.
염두에 두고 있었던
It's
일이라
fine. This was
괜찮아요.
within my anticipated scenario.
그 말투.
I don't like the way you say that.
틀리는데.
자자, 그럼 우린
Come on
진열대에
now.
있는 적당한
Gather the
물건들을
items to
각자
help
집은 다음에
with your
여기
disguises
벗어나자고요.
so we can leave. Saude flapped the document full of scheduled plans to emphasize that we'd be busy.
우린 일개 회사원이지.
We're salaried
정의를 위해
workers,
나서는
not heroes
히어로가
fighting for
아니잖아요?
justice. I
No, 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 no,
I
no,
think
no.
I've heard that quote
wait.
before.
Wait.
Wait, not that word. A bad feeling rushing through my head prompted me to count the sinners I could see. That does not align with a certain someone's beliefs. And it's one that would severely provoke her principles. No. Ishmael seems to have noticed what I meant and hurriedly looked around.
남의 귀중품을 함부로
Thou
약탈하려
darest try to pilfer the valuables of others? This behavior can only be seen as wholehearted villainy. Oh no, Don Quixote. But it was a moment too late. Don Quixote had already sprinted forward and was swinging her lance at the TingTanger, who gripped the pawnbroker by the collar. Whack! Caught completely unaware, the goon was hit right on the head with the blunt side of her lance. Knocked out on the floor in a frisky swing, the fainted goon became the center of attention for all of us inside the pawn shop for a solid minute.
참고로 수감자들의
For your
혼자인
information,
역할은
keeping the sinister in check is not part of my job description.
이쪽 분의 역할이죠.
That would be the job of this person here. Don't give me that look. There is nothing in my abilities to keep her under control. I couldn't stop myself from defending my position, even when I was aware that my voice wouldn't reach anyone besides the sinners. Oh well, it's not like my defense would have made them look any less baffled towards me if they could hear it. Oh! The pawnbroker was the only one chuffed by the turn of events. Great work, ma'am. Serves that hooligan right, but I'll say, you could have whopped him a tad harder, maybe. Virgilius advised me that while I am free to deliver justice onto villains, I must do so without unduly involving irrelevance in our mission. Thus, I showed moderation. Her proud expression never looked so provoking. Don Quixote, my golden child. I love her. Uh-huh. So he remembered his words and still leapt forward. 'Twas a necessary action to stay true to my creed. Please understand my virtuous violence. Not to kill the mood, but that ruffian isn't actually dead, right?
영감.
I thought you wanted her to get straight to Wallace, old sport. I did, but things would get fairly complicated if the Eurodivier showed up, you know.
유로집이?
The Eurodivier?
걔네가 왜 여기에?
What are they doing here? No,
걔네
forget
걱정을 왜
that.
하는 거야?
Why are you worrying about them?
아이고, 소식도
Not up to date with
듣고
news, are you, ma'am?
벌써 몇 개월 전부터
They've been causing
이 근처에서
trouble
깽판을
here
치고
for months
있는데.
now.
그들도 악당인가?
Are they villains as well?
아유,
Oh,
저희한테는
they're villains.
악당이죠.
To us humble
뭐라
merchants,
그랬더라?
for sure.
돈을 공치고 있는
They were
장사치들을 조져서
going on about
힘든
it.
사람에게 나눠야 한다.
What was it?
뭐에
Roughing up
분배라
greedy
하던데.
peddlers, keeping money to themselves and giving it to those who need it. Distributing something, they said.
부의 재분배.
Wait. Mersault spoke? Now that's unheard of. The redistributed. I can't mess up Mersault here. The redistribution of wealth.
아, 맞아요.
Ah, that's it. Yes. Those scoundrels are robbing us of poor saps of what little wealth we have, and they don't even do the dirty work themselves. It's always the local brutes they send. Can you believe it? Anywho, life has been hard for us because of those self-righteous bunches. Look like they were here to find something at first, but all they do now is squeeze money out of us. I just realized. Shouldn't we take our leave now? More toughies from the TingTanger gang might be coming this way. It seemed like Rhodia deliberately cut off the pawnbroker in a hurry, but I had little time to think about the implications. The gang member Don Quixote had knocked out began to flinch as though to get back up soon.
골치 아프게.
What a hassle.
쓸데없이 일만 벌려서는.
You're making the problem bigger than it had to be.
아이봐.
Hey, Muffin and Sable, was it?
너무 표정국이지
Don't be so
말라고.
tart now.
놀려
There are
있는 게
plenty of
좀
pawn shops
그렇잖아.
around here, right?
얼마든지 대체를
We can always find a different.
에피랑 소드예요.
It's Effie and
사람
Saude.
이름을 맛있게
Please don't mistake our
만들어주시지는
names
않았으면
for
좋겠어요.
confections.
그리고
And your
널려
statement
있는
that there are plenty of
담당
pawn shops in the
말이야.
vicinity won't mean much.
이 소동을 눈치챈 모든
When said
전당포가
pawn shops noticed the trouble happening here and close, Don Quixote,
바보들한테
I'm
일일이
getting tired of
설명하고
lecturing
이제
these
지친다.
idiots on every little
얼른
thing.
나가자.
We should just leave. Right as I tried to leave, someone wearing similar buggish clothes to the one we just knocked out, with a face that looked just as rough, stormed into the shop.
어이 영감.
Hey yo,
우리
Conjurer,
막내 보지
have you
못해.
seen our little chest puzzling TingTanger? You're even worse than the last. Anyways, wee Slimmy! Just what's going on here? We did our best to pretend to be innocent customers who had just happened to be in the pawn shop at the wrong time. However, in an unfortunate concurrence of events, the goon came back to his senses.
어떤 새끼야. 어서 말해.
Who did this? Tell me now. That bean is gonna regret today. They grew stems. Over there. That red time puss. that the direction that finger was pointing was simply too unambiguous for me to pretend otherwise. Plus, there is no point in denying that I was meant by Red Timepuss, as I'm sure there will be literally no one else matching the description in this entire district. Just so you don't get the wrong idea, I have nothing to do with these people or what happened here. I was just about to bring a towel to cool this poor fellow's head. Pawnbroker, you son of a bitch. That smarmy gaffer.
기대도 안 했지만
I had no expectations for him in the first place, but that man really had a shaky reed for his backbone. Although the pawnbroker switching sides in a heartbeat, and the finger-pointing clock shit the slander over something I wasn't responsible for, too, hurt me a little, I was determined to stand firm. Yeah. Fiolitos over there. Stop. Freeze in your tracks. Mostly because it was clear that we had to run right now. If I kept letting small things bother me, I would be reduced to a pulp sooner rather than later. Bah, no need to run. Let's just kill them and be done with it. Roshio, our minds think alike. What's next? You're going to wipe out the whole syndicate? Yes. Yes, in fact, yes. That doesn't sound too bad. The forces of evil must be uprooted with haste in order to raise the banner of justice high. So, is there seriously no one in your team who's in their right mind? Ishmael looked insulted by this remark and seemed to be thinking of a counter-argument, but the TingTanger goons, arming themselves were a more pressing matter. Let's get out of here first. I love TingTanger. My butt. Sitting on a chair for so long inside a slouch position hurts so much. Scum.
움직이는 먹인 자 재밌겠군.
As Saude predicted, all the pawnbrokers were busy closing their street entrances to avoid trouble. Hey, you pricks, stop where you're standing. You think you can get away with messing out with our family? Tiny fave. What's with British syndicates and their pretend families? Is that the only thing they can think of to bond with each other? Look at the bump you made it. Look at the bump you made on our precious youngin's head. I don't know if he's young. Good gracious, this was not part of the plan. Effie clutches his forehead as if it were aching. I thought about goading him to keep some headache pills at hand if this was enough to cause him pain, but I refrained. My lack of a head would have made the message far less impactful anyways. You too. You thought we were worthless scum until now, didn't you? I know you've been seeing our group as sewage full of waste. I don't think anyone spoke of us that harshly, Aldous. Have you not wondered why we have been charged with the momentous mission of claiming golden bows despite that? Why is that? Even Effie seemed to be taken aback by Aldous' imposing attitude. Although I won't disagree that others are rubbishes, drenched in foul water. No, seriously, you're the one who says that. Oh, that's what makes Miss Aldous. That's what Miss Aldous has been thinking about all this time. I have remained undefeated, and our manager is capable of resuscitating us, making us practically incapable of death. Aldous, I love you, but like, I feel the pain every time you guys die.
사실 둘만 있어도 충분해.
In fact, just the
베르게리우스
two of us
작전은
should be
나와는
sufficient.
생각이 다른 모양이지만
Though that Weasel, Virgilius, seems to disagree.
어쨌든
The
아무리
point
무수한
is,
전투를
these
치러도
Deedrites
폐기물들은
will be
폐기되지
scrapped
않는
even after countless
폐기물인
battles.
채로
They will
그대로
come back
부활할
as the exact same piles of trash they were before death. Wow.
멋지다는 듯이 말하긴
That was a
했지만
very inspiring way of
결국
reaffirming
저희를
that we're
쓰레기
living,
취급하는
breathing
것뿐이었네요.
garbage to you.
뭐 좀.
Morons.
적군들이 몰려오는 걸
Enemies are approaching.
준비되셨습니까?
Are you
관리자.
prepared, manager? Aldous, I love you, but like resuscitating or realiving you guys hurts me a lot. It won't kill me. It won't kill me, gratefully, or sadly, depending on how bad you guys died. But like it hurts. So please do not think that I can just revive you all the time. I can. I just hate that the sinners just believe that I am a loving angel that will revive you guys immediately upon being asked, because I am in fact not. I am a fragile clock that cannot really revive every one of you. I am in fact a normal human being with a clock hand. Sadly. You guys just see me as a god who can revive you guys. I am no different from an ordinary human. Please keep that in mind. Anyways, back to defeating humans. Or yeah, they're humans, I think.
조심 1번
So I love the fact that Don Quixote is getting more lines inside the Canto, because she got almost no lines inside the Canto 1.
부드럽게.
Okay, this should be the end of the turn.
무지하니까 맞는 거야.
I mean, it's okay.
무지하니까
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
And so everyone's dead. Oh, never mind. There's one more. Yeah, you're a victim. I don't really even have to do that, all that.
맞는 거야.
Ooh, yeah.
결국 내 공부가 부족하지
Hello, Radiant.
않았다는 거네. 그치? 좋았어.
Soldiers of Limbus. EX objective is that I have to clear it. I mean, it did that for this one. Actually, just to show Don Quixote's power over everyone, I will only use Don Quixote and Don Quixote only, because I love Don Quixote, and Don Quixote is my shining light in armor. Is my shining light, my knight in armor, my paladin that protects me from all of the evil forces, my vanquisher of villainy, my golden retriever, not inside a bad sense, by the way, not as if she were a god, but not as if she were a god, not as if she was a dog, but rather emphasizing the golden inside golden retriever, making her golden, both inside mentally, physically, figuratively, and whatever the other one is. Okay, they made for pathetic foes. That was absolutely nothing. The TingTanger gang had tight control over this area. This is not going to be the end of. Just then, more TingTangers began to show up from the street corners. Who sent you a haircut to mess with us?
우리 제군들은
We are the proud soldiers of Limbus. Effie quickly covered Don Quixote's mouth.
미쳤어?
Have you lost it?
걸셈이야?
Do you want the entire district after us?
또 온다.
More are
관리자님
coming.
지시를.
Give us your command, manager. You see? Okay. Good. So this is a evade. What does evade do again?
조금 바쁘네만.
Evade.
즐겁겠군.
Evade. Evade. Fuck. Evade. Evade. Yeah.
즐겁겠군.
Oh, it's a 3. That's mid. He's staggered. Oh wait, I'm staggered. Yeah, you guys saw nothing. You guys saw nothing. Right. What is doing again?
조금 바쁘네만.
Touch point. That's a thrust.
즐겁겠군.
Okay, how are they fast? They're fast. Fuck. Okay, guys, you saw nothing. You saw nothing. You guys saw absolutely nothing. You guys saw absolutely nothing.
즐겁겠군.
직접 알게 합니다.
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
직접 알게 합니다.
But do you guys believe in our Lord and Savior, Don Quixote?
무지하니까 맞는 거야. 직접 알게 합니다.
Oh, 3-8.
무지하니까 직접 알게 합니다. 맞는 거야. 맞는 거야.
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네. 확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
You see, Don Quixote, Rodian did nothing. Don Quixote, did all of that. Damn it. They just won't stop coming. We'll all wear our lives out before he can even take a step inside that casino.
안심해요, 히스클리프.
Don't fret, Heathcliff.
관리자님이
As long as the
있는
manager
한
is
우리가
with
지쳐서
us,
죽을
we
일은
won't die from fatigue or other things. That's not the point at all. I don't know what he said here, and I don't feel like cursing, so I'll only curse if the dialogue is on screen, so I don't really care.
해결은 간단하다. 어떤 조직이더라도
He
그
Marcel
대가리를
talks?
떠봤던 고기
Wait, that's a
덩어리를
lot of
무너진다.
words. Hold up, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then the last dialogue Marcel has is 29. Marcel has spoken 29 words inside this canto. Good job. Oh, that sounds so miserable. The solution is simple. Any organization can be brought down by deposing its leader. With the head gone, the meat supporting it will break apart.
너
You're
여기서
the
유일하게
only
마음에
one
드는
speaking
소리를
my
내면
tongue here.
짜증나니까
I'm
처부시러 가자.
proper miffed, so let's go break some bones, heads, whatever. Hence, onward we travail.
잠깐, 다들
Wait,
돌아와.
come back here.
파우스트.
This is the
너
crowd you're
계속
supposed
이런
to
애들이랑
accompany,
같이 다녀.
boss?
삶은 늘
Life is full of mysteries.
그렇게
That
이상적이라고 할
perhaps
수도
is
있겠어.
what makes an idea of reflection. No.
내 대가리 어딨어?
Tell me
당장 튀어나오라.
where your gaffer is. I want to see him now. Heathcliff grabbed a mook by the collar and shook it about violently. To me, it looked as if anything still conscious had left already. And maybe even more than that. This sea heart is gonna be at the pagoda.
차탑?
The what?
차탑이 어디야?
Where the hell is
어떻게
that?
말해?
Makes sense.
근방의 폐차장을 말하는
It's
걸까?
probably the scrapyard nearby.
그런데 너희
Really
진심으로
though,
콩콩이파 보스까지
are you
처리할
actually
생각이야?
planning to take down the gang's boss?
그런다고
That won't be
인사고과에
reflected in your
반영되거나 하진
employee
않아.
performance review
알고 있어.
or anything, you know?
저자는 그런 것까지 염두에
He's not
두고
sharp enough to
행동할
calculate
만큼
such things
영민하진
into his
못해요.
actions.
대략 속셈
He's
따위랑은
waste,
거리가 먼
bearing
오물이지.
little relation to schemes or
말도 안 되는
plots.
일과는 가깝지.
On the other hand, he flirts closely with nonsense.
아니야.
No,
말이
I
되는
do
것
think that
같기도
makes
해요.
sense.
문제 없어, 에피.
Nothing to worry about,
우리는
Effie.
항상 플랜 B까지
We
대비해 놓잖아.
always keep a plan B, don't we? Saude spoke with a serene face. However, I could see her consciously trying to maintain a calm from time to time, giving me reason to suspect that she's putting on a veil of kindness.
여러분이 위장을 하는
If
게
disguising as your
불가능하다면
given roles is out of the question,
다 같이 콩콩이파
you can all get
조직원들로
up as members of the
위장해버리는 겁니다.
TingTanger gang instead.
단체로 들어가도
That way,
눈에 띄지
you won't
않을
arouse
거고
much suspicion
순조롭게
moving in a large
꼭대기층까지
group,
진입할 수
and
있을
you'll be able to
테니까요.
reach the top floor without much trouble.
겸사겸사
And we could siphon
콩콩이파에게서
some wish power
소망력도
from the
뺏어가죠.
TingTanger gang while we're at it. Yippers. I don't know how long I've been recording. How long have
검을 잔뜩 휘둘러 버렸네.
I've swung my
이
blade with
정도로
abandon?
상쾌하고 개운한
Ah, how
기분이면
refreshing, how
그
exhilarating.
고리타분한 이야기도
Now I may have enough
웃으며
patience to
들을 수
sit through
있겠지.
such interminable lectures. You see, Don Quixote is my MVP at all situations. Anyways, what time is it? 9:44. Okay, whatever. Ah, god damn. Okay. So, since I've been like recording for like an hour or something, I think, I'm going to end it off here. So, I think this is the hold up. First episode, second episode. I think this is the fourth episode of Limbus Company. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you. When will I see you again? Well, I technically can't see you due to the fact that, well, I technically can't really see you guys due to the fact that, well, I'm recording behind the screen. Why would I show my face online? That is a violation of personal information. Anyways, yeah, I don't know when I'll see you again. It'll probably be like 2 years till I upload my next video. So, shoot, how should I end my video? Okay, 你好，我叫何嘉丽。我是美国人。我家有3个人，爸爸妈妈和我。再见。